Hey everyone, and welcome. If you're anywhere near DevOps, engineering, or security, you know just how fragile a pipeline can be. One wrong move, and everything can come crashing down. So today, we're diving deep into one of the most critical parts of that pipeline, something that's way too often overlooked: secrets management. Let's get right to it. So, let me ask you a question. What do you think is the most dangerous line in your code? Is it some super complex algorithm? Maybe a sneaky potential bug? Nope. More often than not, the most dangerous line is one that looks totally harmless. A hard-coded API key, a password sitting in a config file, or a token you accidentally checked in to get. That right there is the ticking time bomb we are here to defuse.
Here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we'll talk about the threat that's probably lurking in almost every code base out there. Then, we'll look at the digital vaults built to protect us. After that, we're getting hands-on, talking about how to build a truly secure pipeline. And finally, we'll wrap up with the key takeaways that'll help you really master this stuff. Okay, first up, the threat. And look, this is way more than just a headache to keep the compliance folks happy. Getting secrets management wrong, well, it can lead to some truly catastrophic breaches. And believe me, it happens way more often than you'd think. You see, when secrets get out, you're not just looking at a data breach. We're talking about credential leaks that can be exploited for years. And then there are the massive compliance failures. Think GDPR, think SOC 2. It's really a trifecta of disaster that good secrets management is designed to stop dead in its tracks. So, this right here, this is our golden rule, the one principle to rule them all. Seriously, if you remember just one thing from this explainer, make it this. Your code repository is not a vault. Your Docker image is not a safe. You have to keep secrets separate, period. Okay, enough with the problem. Let's start talking about the solutions. What we really need is a secure, central place for all our sensitive credentials. Basically, a digital vault. At its core, this is what secrets management is all about. And notice, it's not just about storage. It's a whole dynamic process. You're controlling who gets what, for how long, and this is the really crucial part. You're delivering those secrets to your applications only when they are needed, at runtime, not a second before. Our first contender is HashiCorp Vault. You can think of it as the Swiss Army knife of secrets management. Its biggest superpower? It's completely cloud agnostic. It doesn't care if you're on AWS, Google Cloud, Azure, or even your own on-prem servers. It just works. Now, one of Vault's most powerful ideas is this concept of dynamic, short-lived credentials. So instead of making a password that's good for a year, Vault can spin one up that's only valid for, say, 5 minutes. If it leaks, the window of opportunity for an attacker is incredibly small. This is an absolute game changer for cutting down risk. And next, we've got AWS Secrets Manager. Now, if your entire world is built on AWS, this is going to be your go-to native solution. It's fully managed, so you don't have to worry about maintaining servers, and it plugs perfectly into all the other AWS services you're already using, like IAM or RDS. So, which one do you pick? Well, it really just comes down to this. If you're juggling multiple clouds or you need really advanced dynamic secret capabilities, Vault is your powerhouse. But if you're deep in the AWS ecosystem and you just want simplicity that works, AWS Secrets Manager is the obvious choice. And for you developers, that strong Kubernetes integration for Vault, that means native authentication and super smooth injection right into your pods. With AWS, you might have a bit more setup to do. The key is just matching the tool to your world. Okay, so we've covered the what and the why. Now it's time to get to the how. How does this all actually fit into our CI/CD pipelines? This is where the theory gets real.
The golden rule of injecting secrets is to do it at the absolute last possible moment, right when your application is starting up. And you've got a few solid ways to do this right. You can pass secrets through secure environment variables, mount them as temporary files or volumes in a container, or, for the most secure approach, have the app itself fetch its own secrets using a dedicated SDK. In every single one of these cases, the secret never, ever touches your source code.
And just so we are crystal clear, these two right here are the cardinal sins of secrets management. If you commit a secret to Git, even in a private repo, it's probably in the history forever. And if you bake it into a Docker image, well, anyone who can pull that image now has your secret. Just don't do it. Avoid these at all costs.
All right, let's talk about lifespan for a second. A static, long-lived secret? That's just a ticking bomb waiting to go off. If that thing leaks, you've got a major incident on your hands. But a short-lived secret that expires in a few minutes, the potential damage from a leak is massively contained.
The only way to do this at scale is through automation, and it's really a cornerstone of modern security.
And to always remember, not every app needs every secret. The principle of least privilege basically means an application should only get access to the exact secrets it needs to do its job and absolutely nothing more. This is what stops a compromise in one little area from spreading like wildfire across your entire system. All right, let's pull this all together. We've gone through the threats, the tools, the techniques. Now let's really focus on what you need to walk away with to become a master of your secure pipeline. Think of this as your final checklist. Can you clearly define what a secret is and explain why it needs protection? Can you articulate the key differences between a tool like Vault and a cloud-native one? Do you know the right patterns for injecting secrets at runtime? And a rotation and auditing on your radar? If you can say yes to these, you've got a really solid foundation. This isn't just for security specialists anymore. It's a core skill for every DevOps engineer.
And one last time, let's hammer home what not to do. Don't hard-code secrets. Don't rely on long-lived credentials. Don't share secrets between your dev and prod environments. And don't forget to rotate and audit. If you can avoid these common pitfalls, you're already way ahead of the game.
And really, that's the bottom line, isn't it? Secrets management isn't some side task you do on a Friday afternoon. It is the bedrock of a secure software delivery lifecycle. When you finally master the flow of secrets, you truly master the security of your entire DevOps pipeline. So the real question is, which of these practices are you going to put in place first?